Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham take on Crewe Alexandra this evening under the floodlights at Priestfield Stadium. It's a big game for Gillingham tonight. If we can get those 3 points, we can claw away further from that relegation drop zone and feel more comfortable with our league status for next season. I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every step of this German Gills light show for this midweek game. And if you'd like to follow our socials, you can do so on Twitter at DeutschGills and on Instagram, we're on German Gills. If you would like to contact us on our WhatsApp, you can do so with the link in the description, and you could also be part of our Gills Fanzone, and you can also support the channel through Buy Me a Coffee. The link to that is in the description. Let's head over to Adam Wesgate for his thoughts on our game against Crewe Alexandra this evening.
Well, good evening, and I'm uncharacteristically early at the game. So I've taken my guests to their seats, and I can now safely say that I'm feeling good, and I think we're going to get a 2-0 today. That's my prediction. But even though we weren't that good at Walsall, neither were Walsall, I think we were unlucky not to get a draw, to be honest. Wicked deflection, then you're going for it at the end of the game. These things happen. It's one result, 2 more wins, and I think we'll be safe. So tonight's a prime opportunity against a team that really don't travel well. So as I said, I am going 2-0, and I just think it'll take the pressure off and make people feel just that bit better, and possibly Harris as well. Really, our first aim was safety. I think we're going to do that. Our second aim, though, was just to stay safe and it not be squeaky bum time come 2, 3, 4 games towards the end of the season. That really is the objective. Build on to next season. So back over to you, Reese, and hopefully we both have an enjoyable evening.
And of course, we have Luke's 11 for our Tuesday night fixture. Let's see his thoughts and his predictions for our match tonight.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Luke's 11. Another Tuesday night under the lights with Crewe visiting Priestfield in another massive game at the bottom of League 2. With an uninspiring 2-0 defeat to Walsall, this makes this game a must-win for me. Crewe have lost the last 2 games to promotion chasing Stevenage and Northampton, and they weren't in bad form before these games, playing 7, winning 2 and drawing the remainder, arguably very similar form to Walsall. Reflecting on the results Saturday, it's clear that we need to freshen the side up. Although I've been calling for a front three of O'Brien, Nichols and Hawkins, the last 2 games in which all 3 have started, we haven't looked close to scoring, which is a massive worry, and we've drawn 2 blanks. Knowing Harris, he'll probably go for a lineup that's completely different to what I think. However, I believe he'll go back to an 11 we saw in the very prosperous first stages of the Gallinson era in January. The Priestfield has been a fortress recently, winning 5 out of the last 6, and tonight I think the fans calling for Harris's head will be seen cheering the fist pumps at the full-time whistle. So let's get to it. Morris to keep his place in between the sticks. I believe there's going to be a change within the back line, and I think Che Alexander will continue at right back, a centre-back pairing of Max Amer, Connor Masterson, and after Neil Harris's post-match interview, I believe David Tutunda will drop down to the bench with Robbie McKenzie filling in at left-back. Again, a number of changes in midfield with Sean Williams, Tim Diang, Dom Jeffries and Alex MacDonald to complete that midfield, with Oliver Hawkins and Tom Nichols up front. I can't see there being many goals tonight, and obviously Gills will want to be getting back to winning ways. I'm predicting a scrappy, nervous 1-0 win. Los Gills.
And of course, we have our German Gills Fanzone. If you'd like to get involved with the Fanzone, click on the WhatsApp link in the description and you can leave a message for a German Gills video like this.
Hello, Reece. Hello, this is early. I know it's the day before. I ain't seen the lineup, obviously, because I work at the club. And I think the score tonight, as you're putting this out, it's going to be 2-1 Gills, Nichols and O'Brien to score. Up the Gills, all Skates Gills.
Hi everyone, this is Matt off the ME7 podcast. I'm predicting a Gills win tonight. I'm going to go for a 3-1 scoreline. Up the Gills!
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Los Gills! So we're about to get underway here at Priestfield this evening. As one score prediction of the text, we've got Jackson, whose dad has said that he's probably had too many sweets because he's predicted a 4-0 win for the Gills. Now, I remember last time, Gills did bang 4 goals against Crewe on a Tuesday night here. So if he gets that right, fair play, and feeling more sweet is what I say. But yeah, it's underway now, and hopefully we can get 4 goals this evening. But 3 points, regardless of how it comes, is all we want. Let's see how it pans out. So Crewe got a corner on his left-hand side. It's the first one of the evening as it goes towards the back post. It looks like it's going to be danger for Gills, and it's handed towards a goal and sort of blocked by Morris. Another shot, a goal, and eventually cleared away by Gillingham. Ooh, that was a hairy moment, and Gills just about got away with that one as Crewe looked like they're going to go on the attack again, and it goes out of play just after 15 minutes, and this is really the most dangerous. The ball has been near the goal at all this game so far. Morris really should be holding that. He'd be gutted that he hasn't held on to that, and Crewe should be doing better. Luckily for Gillingham, it falls to Marston, who clears his lines, and still 0-0, but Crewe slightly on the ascendancy there. So Crewe still got this ball on this right-hand side, trying to find a way into the box. They're taking their time about it as Gills are trying to close it down. They've let themselves loose here as it goes across the box now, and Gills to clear their lines is flashed across the face of goal. And Crewe are going to try and keep this attack alive as they look at the ball recycle back into the box, and it looks like there's going to be a shot on goal. It is a shot on goal. It's deflected and it goes wide. And really, for the last 28, 29 minutes, the game has been pretty quiet and nothing really much has happened. This is the nearest, really, again, anyone's come to create any danger. And it's Crewe again, and they've only had about 35, 40% possession. Gills just hasn't been prolific up front. It's a bit like the Walsall game again. But it's been like this pretty much the whole game. It's been uninspiring. Gills really haven't created much, and they need to change it somewhat to be able to get something from this game as they head it away the Crewe corner, and it looks like it's going to be recycled out for a Gills throw. Hopefully we can build from this, but it currently stands it's 0-0 and not a lot has happened. So Gills got it from this right-hand side, launched in by Alexandra. Can we flick it on to Crewe? So flicked on by Dieng, headed out by Crewe. Jeffries is going to try and put this one straight back to the box, or is he going to give it to Nichols on the left-hand side? He's done the latter as Nichols is trying to find a little bit of space to get into the box. A great ball forward by Williams and McKenzie. McKenzie's put the ball in the box. He's got support on Dom Jeffries there. Gills just aren't being that clinical at the moment, get the ball into the box, and it's going to be Williams with his weak foot now onto his strong foot. Gills is trying to find the right opportunity to get the ball in the box. They can't quite do it because Crewe are closing down really well, but now he goes into the box, goes to the back post, and Hawkins get it across. He can, headed up by Crewe and out for a corner, and that is the most exciting thing that's happened so far for Gills in this whole half. It's to give you a bit of context, like this is making the highlight reel. It's mad. But that is the best play Gills have had all game so far, and they still haven't had a shot at all on the goal or off goal at all. Yeah, and that's the game so far. 0-0. Crewe coming forward now. They got a ball in their centre. This could be dangerous for Gills. They don't get this clear. It's a shot on goal, and it's just gone wide. It's a good effort by Crewe. They nearly went one up there, actually. And there's not much real celebration or attack there or anything from Crewe, but it's actually a pretty decent chance that Crewe have created, and seems to come out of nowhere, and that seems to be what's going to happen in this game. It's going to be a chance that comes out of nowhere. I wonder if Glenn Morris didn't have that covered. I don't think he would have done. Gills, I think, got away with that one, considering that they didn't get a reaction from much of the home and away fans there. Still 0-0. And that is half-time. So at half-time, it's Gillingham 0, Crewe Alexandra 0, and on the line, I think we have Adam Wesgate if he's awake.
Hello, I am indeed.
So, what do you make of that half so far?
Well, I mean, it happened. I was there to witness it. I can't remember much of it, and I think it's worth remembering. And there was a shot right at the end by a Crewe player that apparently took you by surprise.
Yeah, it took me by surprise. I hadn't commentated for about 15 or 20 minutes. But what's it like in the ground? Is it pretty quiet? Not much to talk about? Are people talking amongst themselves?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of just a bit flat at the moment, as you'd expect. It's a very average night. I mean, Gillingham have had more possession than Crewe, but it hasn't counted for much, really. No clear-cut chances, lack of creativity for the midfield. The strikers are trying to do what they can, but I think people are just a bit, I don't know, it's just not very inspiring. There's not much more to say than that, is there? That's all I can think of.
So I have one more question. Where are we going to get this spark from in the second half, do you think?
Well, I think one of the things we have to address in this summer, I think we need a little bit more of a creative spark from the midfield, which is what we're lacking now to open up a team like Crewe. But I think it's going to be someone like Jeffries, or if he shoves on Lapsley, who, if they just drive on forward, create a little 1-2, I think that's probably our best bet. But the strikers are trying. It's just service really isn't very good. And as you can imagine, Mr. Harris is not very happy.
I can imagine he isn't. I've just got to say before we say goodbye to you is that I think our conversation for halftime might be longer than the actual highlights of the first half. So that is something.
Well, I tell you what, if the first half of the season had persisted, the goal of the season would have been one of those YouTube shorts. I don't even have qualified for that.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully we can cheer about saying in the second half and we'll catch up at full time. So we're about to get underway for the second half, and as ever, there's always seems to be some sort of weird delay at the start of a kickoff. And we're going to try again, or the referee's going to try again. But, I mean, is that the most exciting thing that's happened so far this game? It's quite possible, to be fair. Hopefully we can get through the second half and show something for our efforts. Maybe a goal, who knows? Anyway, let's find out. It's a good bit of work for Gillingham to get this ball forward. Mackenzie's running forward. Can Gills get their first meaningful attack of the game? Mackenzie can take a shot on goal and it goes over the bar. And that is really the first attempt Gills have had at all this game so far. And it's come on in the 51st minute. Good work by Mackenzie to run forward. It's a lovely ball as well through the centre of the park. I couldn't quite see who it was actually. I'm sorry for that. But Mackenzie, with a little bit of intent, running forward, had to go alone. Shoots it over the bar, unfortunately. But Gills a little bit better in the second half. And hopefully we can build on that. Oh, it's really poor clearance by Crewe. Can Gillingham create something here? It's going to go in by MacDonald. It's gone in and Gills has scored! And again, it's a Nichols and MacDonald combination. And it's Crewe, unfortunately for Crewe, and a real cock up at the back there. And it just went straight into MacDonald's feet. And he found Nichols excellently well there. And he found loads of space to better put it in the bottom left-hand corner, it looked like. And it's just a fantastic ball into the box. It's a real mess up at the back from Crewe. There should be no danger here whatsoever. They hurried it. They hurried their clearance. And look at this. He sees a run, MacDonald of Nichols' left-hand side, and first touch volley. Actually, that is a fantastic control volley into the back of the net. And Gills have gone 1-0 up in a really crucial game. And it seems that we only score our goals in the second half at the moment, albeit we did score in the first half at Tranmere, but most of our goals are coming in the second half. And it's also great to get Nichols back on the score sheet, and a good assist from MacDonald. He's been poor all game actually with his deliveries, but he nailed that one, and Gills have gone 1-0 up on the 57th minute. Come on. Crewe now coming down this right-hand side, looking to peg Gills back as quickly as possible. It goes into the box and goes to the back post, over the back post, left-hand side, and Crewe are still giving the attack as they look to recycle the player. They've got an overlap on the left-hand side to deal with, and Gillingham are still holding tight as it goes into the box and eventually clear their lines, but Crewe are still keeping the attack on. It's a rare moment for Crewe as they keep pressuring Gillingham at the moment. But Mackenzie and Jeffries here trying to block off this cross from Crewe. And they still got possession, Crewe, at the moment. We'll keep the attack going as it goes into the box. Halfway cleared by Gills. Is it going to be a long shot? Is it going to be something else from Crewe as they take on their man? Gills just holding them well at the moment. Don't foul them there as it goes into the box. That's good to the crossbar. My goodness me. Crewe nearly getting back on level terms. Hitting the crossbar. It looked like it was a cross that just it turned into a shot, essentially. And Gills, I have to say, got away with that one. They've holding tight pretty well in defence, Gillingham. But just Crewe reminding Gillingham that actually we're not home and dry by any stretch of the imagination, and Crewe just by one moment like that could be back into the game as they have a corner on this right hand side. So Crewe got a corner on this right hand side. It's going to be an in-swinger as it's a very high delivery, and Gills did get it clear. It's gone right out to the left hand side as Crewe look to recycle. It goes back into the centre, and it looks like they're going to try to shoot from distance. They recycle it out to the right hand side. Gills need to defend carefully here. Crewe got a little bit of a spark at the moment. They take a shot and it's blocked and then cleared away, but not even thoroughly. My goodness me, what an absolutely wonderful goal that is from Crewe. You don't save those ever at all, and just it takes either a scrappy goal or one amazing moment, and Crewe have levelled the terms. My goodness me, what a fantastic goal. You have to hold your hands up sometimes. You could say Gills should be clearing their lines better, but when the ball is presented like that and you whack your foot and it flies into the top right-hand corner, you have to kind of say fair play to that one. What a goal that is. I mean, you're not saving that. Gills got a little bit of work to get something from this game. It currently stands Gillingham 1, Crewe Alexandra 1. Gills could be... Oh. Oh, there's a bit of a scoop up there for Crewe. Gills got on the end of this. A great saying. It could be O'Brien's there on the right-hand side. And it's in! And O'Brien scored and Gills have gone 2-1 up. And again, I've got to say, it's really poor from Crewe. They've defended that so poorly. And for what a great goal they've scored just about 10 minutes or so ago. For them just to screw up in defence again, and Gills just managed to squeeze it in. The goalkeeper, and then he saved it at his near side, but Gills did really well. It's not, there's not many chances in the first half. The game is turned on its head. There's a lot more open play, and Gills are taking these opportunities the best they can, and that is really poor defending from Crewe. I have to say, I'm really sorry, and MacDonald did really well there to get the ball in position, and it was crossed across to O'Brien, who found the back of the net, and I mean, obviously, I'm chuffed to bits that Gillingham have scored, but sorry for Crewe, that is really awful defending. But let's be honest, I don't really care. Gills are 2-1 up, hopefully now striding on to get those valuable 3 points at Priestfield this evening. So it currently stands as Gillingham 2, Crewe Alexandra 1. So Gills got from this left-hand side, taken by Mackenzie. Can Gills get further away with this lead? It's going to be taken down by, it's picked up, by MacDonald. It's gone to the right-hand side from Lapsley. Good bit of build-up play from Gillingham at the moment as they look to get the ball into the box. They've got a lot of space here. And Ethan Coleman's going to take a shot, and it just goes wide. It's his first real moment of the game. He's just come on as a substitution, and Gills close to going 3-1 up. There's a long ball in the box of Gillingham. Can we get on the end of this? It's taken by the Crewe goalkeeper. He's punched it out instead. And Gills looking to recycle it. So it's gone to MacDonald on the right-hand side, who's going to look to get this ball into the box to get another assist. He has done it at the goal, but Aidan O'Brien nearly getting his second goal of the game. A fantastic bowling by MacDonald, but unfortunately for Gills, it was right at the goalkeeper. But really good work from Gillingham again, trying to get a third to kill the game, which is great to see from the team actually. And it's a decent header either side of the goalkeeper, and O'Brien probably puts it in the back of the net. But as it was right at the goalkeeper, and it is still 2-1 as Gillingham are coming forward now with Hawkins, who just lost the ball. Oh, Crewe making a couple of mistakes again at the back, but as it currently stands, it's 2-1 to Gills, and hopefully we can hang on to get 3 points. So Gills got the ball on this left-hand side, and I don't know if Gills trying to keep possession or create an attack here. As Coleman picks it up and gives it to Alexandra. They're probably going to put it into the box, to be fairness. Can Gills get a third to put this game to bed? It's a good ball in, good header, goal, and it's in the back of the net. But it looks like it won't count because there's an offside flag somewhere. But I just want to say, what a ball that is and what a controlled header that is. And unfortunately, Gills just didn't go 3-1 up there. It's a lovely ball in. It's not offside. I think he's given a free kick in fairness. But I have to say, it's a lovely controlled header in the bottom right-hand corner, albeit a foul on the defender from Crewe. Oh, I thought Gills managed to get ahead there, but currently it stands at 2-1 Gills as Crewe are on the attack actually. Let's keep this going, and it is blocked and out for a throw-in. Nervy stuff from Gills the last few minutes. Crewe got this ball. They're going to pump this one forward, obviously, to try and get this equaliser. It's gone right to the right-hand side. Gills are living dangerously at the moment. They've closed it down. They need to head this away. They have done, but it's going to be a recycled play back into the box. This could be a dangerous moment. Great block by Gills. Going to hit the post. I don't know what's happened there, but Gills just about getting away with that, and they win a free kick offensively. My goodness me, Gills are living carelessly back, vicariously at the back post here and in defence, because it's really, really Tetris stuff as Crewe are trying to barrage and get the ball in the back of the net, and it's a decent block that is by Alexandra, and then I think that hits the post. I'm not quite sure if Morris gets something on that, and then Gills win themselves a free kick here. My goodness me, Gills living on the edge for the last few minutes to go. As MacDonald was coming off, he's had an excellent second half, I have to say. But it's still 2-1 Gills, and it's really squeaky bum time at the moment. And that is full time, and Gillingham get those vital 3 points. They beat Crewe 2-1 at Priestfield this evening. I've just got to say one thing. I'm a bit tired this evening. My commentary, I think, was a little bit under par, so apologies for that. However, we're going to give the final word, thank God, to Adam Wesgate. Over to him now.
Well, what a contrast that was, and I think you can hear the singing in the background. We racked up the cards, we racked up the goals, and actually Crewe's won. Pretty exciting. I can say that now with the safety of knowing that we won 2-1. I can't get over the singing in the background. But 2-1 Gillingham. I thought we needed 2 wins before tonight in order to be comfortably safe towards the end, and I think we're going towards that. Carlisle, it'll be good if we can get a draw at the weekend. They're going quite strong. This was a winnable game tonight, and when you look at Crewe, you can see why they don't travel well. They wouldn't normally score a goal like that, and scrappy game, but we got the goals, we got the win, so the management and the players need to not be complacent, but as fans, I think we can breathe a sigh of relief and say we're probably comfortably going to be safe. Anyway, up the Gills, and we'll be back on Saturday.